Here's the knocking indeed. If a man were a porter of Hellgate, he should have turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? I, the name of Beelzebub. Here's a farmer that's hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in, time, have napkins, enough about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. Who's there? I, the other devil's name, faith here, an equivocator, that could swear in both the scales against either, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith, here's an English tailor. Come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Oops. Knock, knock. Never it quiet. What are you? But this place is too cold for help. I'll devil porter it no further. I had thought to have let in some of all professions that go to Primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon, anon, I pray you, remember the porter. Welcome.
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing till the second cock. And drink, sir, it's a great provoke of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mars him. It sets him on, and it takes him off. It persuades him, and it disheartens him. Makes him stand to, and not to stand. In conclusion, it equivocates him. And they sleep, and given him lies. Leaves him.
I believe drink thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir. I, the very throat of me. But I required him for his lie, and I think being too strong. For him, though he took up my leg, sometimes yet I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy Thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I have almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in, visit Spain. This is the door.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly where we lay. Our chimneys were blown down, as they say. Lamentings, hear I the air, strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion and confused events. New hats to the woeful time, the obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Religion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder has broke oak. The Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life o' the building.
What is it you say? The life?
Mean you, his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight. With a new Gorgon, do not bid me speak. See and then speak yourselves. Awake, awake, ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason, Banquo and Donalbain. Malcolm, awake, shake off this downy sleep. Death's counterfeit and look on death itself. Up, up and see the great doom's image. Malcolm, Banquo, as from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror. Ring the bell.
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley? The sleepers of the house, speak, speak!
O gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. O Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Well, alas, what, in our house?
Too cool anywhere. Dear death, I pray thee, contradict thyself and say it not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I'd lived the blessed time. For from this instant there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys are known, and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere less is left this fault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring of the head, the fountain of your blood, is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh, by whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, were unwhipped, we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted by them.
Oh, yet I do repeat me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal, neutral? In a moment, no man. The exploitation of my violent love outrun the power, the pauser, the reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed stabs looked like the breach in nature. For ruin's wasteful entrance there the murderers stepped in the colors of their trade, their daggers. Unmannerly breached with gore, who could refrain? That had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make the loves known. Of treacherous malice.
Help me, hence, ho.
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues? For most might claim this argument for hours.
What should be spoken? Here where our fate, hide in an auger hole, may rush and seize us. Let's away, our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady, and when we have our naked fatalities hid that suffer in exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work, to know it further. Theories and scopes shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and hence against the undivulged pretense I fight of tremendous malice.
And so do I.
So let's briefly put on this manliness, readiness, and meet in the hall together.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is in the office which the false man does easily. All to England.
To Ireland I, our separate fortunes shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers and men's smiles. The near in blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shot, that shot hath yet not lightened, and our safest way is to avoid that aim, therefore, to horse. And let not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warmth in that fat, which steals itself when there is no mercy left.